A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Gun, Geis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dobson. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Off play action. Dobson. Able to find his running back, Geis. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Dobson. This ball complete to Reagor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Philadelphia.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Vikings nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
49-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Murray now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
3rd down.
operating from the gun. Dobson. And that is incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours. For
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jalen Ferguson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down. Dobson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Dobson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Murray. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And Miller with it over the middle. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Murray again. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. First down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Dobson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray out to his left. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Murray eluding the pressure right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now Murray off play action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
27-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Dobson. Flush to his right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Looking to throw on second down. Dobson is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To throw on second down, Dobson. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
16 on the play, but it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Vikings 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Jake Elliott on
the offense. They've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's got Miller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now in the afternoon. Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 13-yard line.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Following during that fumble recovery, it's Murray. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Dobson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 15.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. First down, Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Murray now on first down. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Scotty Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On the ground, it's Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Eagles, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.